Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Thea 2 The Shattering. You can see here I have gathered the materials, I built us a dwelling, and it came out garbage quality. Only 34 morale threshold rather than the high 40s that we were supposed to get. I want to emphasize that when I put the crafters in on the project, 1%, it had a 1% chance of being garbage. And I have to say, first of all, I know that 1% is not, 1 is not 0, so this is like an outcome that we had to unfortunately accept. But like, I think the fact that you can't get it down to 0 is a real problem, because I don't really know what is added to the game by the fact that sometimes you will go through the work of crafting an item and it will just be terrible and you'll have to craft another one. And it wasn't so bad with this, but I could definitely see, especially if you're trying to craft high-level legendary or elemental weapons or armor, you could spend an awfully long time gathering materials, get the best crafter on it that you possibly can, but as far as I know, there's no way to eliminate the trash chance. And so maybe you spend like an hour putting together the stuff for a dope legendary weapon, and then it's just like, the game's just like, nah, your crafter fell asleep at the wheel, there's nothing you could have done, sorry, this is terrible. I just think, I don't know that I think this is a good system. Anyway, in this case it doesn't matter so much, like 34 morale is not actually very different from 40, yeah, like the difference is a point of health regeneration, oh well, whatever. We got the task efficiency, which is the important part. So now we gotta talk about actually ending the game. We could definitely have just won the game by now. I really like building, building the town, setting things up and finding the right place and everything is my favorite part of pretty much every 4X. So it was nice for me to get Lysagora going, but now I suppose we should turn our eyes toward victory. The Divine Path quest isn't really that hard, but we do not yet have gear that makes me feel comfortable going for it, so that's our thing. We gotta get advancement points so that we can build gear, then we gotta get the actual materials and do the actual building. So, as far as getting advancement points goes, we don't have a lot of, we don't have any research, except for, obviously the default research that you can't lose. So we need to go out into the world and find ourselves some terrain artifacts. This would seem to be the fastest way to do this. Do we know where there are any others? Okay, there's one down there. Boy, not really, huh? I mean, there's a big dark unexplored area, so we'll definitely go and check that out. Oh yeah, look at this. While I was trying to dodge some Lightbringers, I discovered that there's actually coal just south of the village. I don't know if this is actually any closer than the one on the other side of the Night Demon village, but this is the one I used to gather the coal. Yeah, I don't know. We could also go and search the Shadow Island. It is just like right here. It's not a very long trip at all. I guess let's figure out what our expedition team is. We don't have to leave very many people home. Oh yeah, also, hey, this is Peter, everybody. We got the 6 scavengers event, and I healed them with the power of my completely safe pills. And Peter decided to stick around. He's crummy. he seems not great. So we're definitely going to, if we're going out on a potentially dangerous mission, we definitely want to take Nimila. We're gonna have to bring people who are good at gathering. So Bruisebearer should definitely come. We should bring... Mila is the one who has Strength of the Swarm. We should bring Voyamil. We do need to get more purple characters. We should definitely bring one of the healers. Leave one at home. We don't need to take the crafter. Peter can probably stay back. Do we want to... Oh, so what are we missing here? Bretka has an okay yellow attack. We're kind of short on yellow attacks. Apparently we also still have a lot of curses. Well, hopefully the witch will show up. Actually, maybe we should just do the... Oh, that's right. You have to pay an advancement point for the remove curse ritual. Yeah, never mind. We'll just pay the witch when she shows up. So I'm thinking we'll take Magellan too. Looks like we could use a little bit of help with yellow challenges. Okay, and I don't know, we're going to be wandering around for a bit. Who knows exactly how long. We should probably take enough food that we're not in any danger. We probably won't need a huge amount of wood. This is almost certainly overkill. And then I guess, should we take the boat? Yeah, I'm okay with that. Huh, we have some scaled medium armor, do we? I must have done some events, gotten some loot at some point here that was actually... Okay, well, we'll take that with us, too. That can be rat armor. Or, I guess it could go on somebody else. It's probably Magellan's armor. It's Magellan's yellow challenge armor. We'll bring the horse, I guess. And we could probably leave a lot of the rest of this stuff behind. Oh, this shield is actually pretty good. I should have figured this out before separating people. Alright, we'll just bring some general stuff. Okay, let's go adventure. And the first step of going and adventuring is fixing our equipment. So, where was that? Did I not grab that armor? I thought I grabbed that armor. Yeah, scaled medium armor. Just look. Oh, here's the problem. I didn't have the expedition selected when I went to the equipment screen. Duh. Okay, there we go. And it's like Bretka has a wand, but Bretka's not actually well suited to using a wand, so we can throw this on you. And then, is this shield actually an upgrade? It looks like it is, probably. Yes, it totally is. Mila has a multicolored shield, so we'll leave her with that, but Nimela can definitely take this. And how slow are we? Looks like we're limited to 5 movement by everybody, so the horse is not actually going to speed anybody up. Maybe we'll just keep the horse in our inventory for the moment. Okay. Let's do it. Let's go gather. I suppose we could go knock out these ruins real quick first. It's worth a little bit of advancement. So we're looking to probably get at least 6 total advancement, so 4 more. It's an orc burial ground. Okay. Well, I think we probably ought to just have the orc do the orc thing. You know which of the weapons laid here are proper and which are mere honor symbols. You grab them, as is your clan right. Which apparently is worth some wisdom. Ooh, look at that. A mithril shield. That's a pretty big improvement over Numilla's current shield. It's actually lighter than the shield she was using, too. Is this better than her axe? It certainly looks a lot more professional. Yeah, it's way better, actually. A little bit slower, but... Oh, is it a two-hander? Oh, no. The problem was weight, actually. You don't usually have weight issues with a strength character. How much are we over by? Oh, it's just the tiniest little bit over. I guess we can drop the leather jewelry. That doesn't hurt too much. And the next time she gains a level and is able to take strength, she'll be able to put it back on. I guess for right now, we could just have it on you. Bruisebearer is still going to get played into the front line of red challenges from time to time. Okay. So, I think, let's just make a beeline for this terrain artifact first. Oh, apparently we have a quest node down here. I don't even remember what quest this is from. We may as well hit that on the way past. Oh, and I should also make sure the people in the town are actually, like, doing reasonable jobs. Nimila could pick up Showing Off, which doesn't she already have Headbutt? Yeah, she has Headbutt scaling at 1.5. So this seems like just worse? We'll take the upgrade to Battle Orders. And Fyodor, Well, I mean, I guess his whole job is just doing stuff in the town. Wisdom's very good for that. Yeah, let's make sure, first of all, that we are researching as efficiently as possible. That is extremely high priority. And then we can, like, keep gathering crafting materials or whatever. Somebody needs to fish. Apparently we need a lot of fish. He's over here gathering Bloodbone, which we probably don't actually need him to do. Get some wood. We have over 100 Bloodbone. I'm sure we could build whatever we need to build. Okay, what on earth was this node for, even? Oh, the thieves who stole our goods, right. Well, I think we could probably just parlay with them. We have a rat in the party who is a master of parlay. Okay, we got our igneous spike back. Get a little drunk with them. Get research material. I like that. I still think this should probably be automated. If you pick up new research stuff and you have people on a bit of research, they should jump over to the new thing immediately. Because there is no conceivable situation where you would want them to stay on a bit of research. Extra craftsman, probably not that useful. I know it's only a 1.5 points of crafting, but it's better than more craftsmen. Alright, I am a little nervous. Like, it's still a difficult island. We're not safe out here by any means. A small group of weary dwarves arrives at your doorstep asking for a place to rest. Yeah, let's let them in. Give us some food and we'll stay a while, maybe teach you some craft. Yeah, sure, fine. We'll let them take a small amount of fish. Wow, 4 points of crafting is actually a pretty significant boost. Let's maybe step out a little bit here, see if we can... Okay, spices are cool. I think we'll camp right here and pull this out of the ground real fast. Sorry, not that. This. Well, that's a shame. Are we good enough at research to be able to just do one of these? Okay, so we won't actually make any. We won't actually get any wood, but we'll get a tiny little bit of advancement as we do this, and then we can grab some spices to bring home. Yeah, we could still go back to the original island. Hey, look, what a surprise! It was obsidian. There's probably quite a bit of stuff left there. I think we vacated in a real hurry. Geysers of hot lava. 14 diamonds, a permanent strength bonus, and that's it. It's 100% upside. I remember that we were seeing a lot of alpha clans over here before. I wonder if we eventually dealt with that pack, or if they just wandered off, or if they're still over here. Bretka probably just wants to stick to intelligence, and Voyamil... Boy, they really just don't want to give him any good skills, huh? At this point in the game, I guess we take the level of Outman... No, it's so bad. Yeah, take the luck. They're not going to rest until they manage to actually get me leveling that up, though. And by they, of course, I mean the shadowy cabal of people who decides what bonuses I get upon level up. Really, they didn't do anything at all. I'm kind of surprised by that. Well, let's just murder them unceremoniously as we run past. Ooh, okay, well, that's a thing we ought to destroy. We probably can't do it yet, of course. So we have now pretty conclusively... Yeah, there's nothing. Ooh, big Lightbringers. Do we want to come over here where all the Alpha Clans are? Or do we want to just get in the boat, which we did bring with us, and scour the coastline of Goblin Island? And we're right here at the coast. Let's just do that. And I sure hope the village is in a place where it can defend itself. Oh, actually, we should make sure to pull people over onto this. So this will get us to 4 points. If we got to 9, we could build armor and 2 weapon types, or armor and weapon and jewelry. There is a necklace that you can build that gives you a pretty high scaling intelligence based attack. So it would be nice to do the jewelry thing. Maybe we don't need to make armor all that badly. Of course, it's night as soon as we arrive. Group of goblins at work over their catapult. Sure, I'll do the sleeping powder thing. I do really appreciate the skip story options. But it remains of a settlement. These forest ruins, perhaps elven, look fairly fresh. likely abandoned due to the presence of darkness rather than age. As you enter, you are surprised by some Roki. Run away! That's a very high difficulty challenge that was placed in front of us there. Okay, well, let's not try that again. Yeah, it is very inconvenient, though, that night fell right as we started exploring. Okay, we can still get a little bit of extra vision by getting higher up. Oh, how I wish the terrain artifacts simply, like, glowed in the dark or something. Well, we'll keep climbing mountains for the moment. Alright, there we go. We got one. Get ourselves a little bit more vision while we're at it. Maybe I should have stopped where the meat was. Probably. So I don't really have a lot else to do here. Oh, that's a difficulty 7 pack of werewolves. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're probably not going to be able to do this one. Excuse me. Pardon me. It would be pretty much all on Voyamil. I mean, we have this thing going. Let's get them to put their cards down, see what we're actually dealing with. A 26 damage attack that does poison damage that can be targeted anywhere they want, so we can't even control their damage. Yep, retreat. That's not great. It's an awful lot of yellow damage for that purple challenge, and that means we can't finish gathering. In fact, we have to get out of here immediately. I don't really want to get in the water with our faith being so low, but I do not think it is safe to stay on land. So I guess werewolves. It's funny, we didn't see any huge, terrifying werewolves last game when we were settled on the Goblin Island. Okay, well there's a high-powered demon circle there. That might have a little something to do with it. Really? Did it immediately spawn enemies at us? That's crappy. This is increasingly looking like it's going to be a bust. It's alright, we're comfortable, we're not in any real danger here. Do I think we have the purple skill necessary to win a challenge against that patrol? Probably not. Mila's purple health is still all screwed up. That's not really a big deal. She wouldn't be necessarily vital to the effort. Man, I do want to try to pull this up right here. Maybe they just won't even attack us. Maybe they're busy over there. You know, they probably have a lot of stuff to do. Ah, you guys are really bad at gathering things. Okay, well, we'll work on this instead. Okay. It could be the case that they didn't have vision of us during the night, so don't necessarily assume we're safe yet, but this would be nice. It would be nice if we could get this terrain artifact out. And between the school and the multiple crews working on a bit of research, we are actually gaining advancement relatively quickly. Okay, that's a powerful group of Lightbringers there. I think it's time to get back in the water. I will say, this bad ship is probably not ideal for this. We probably should have built a better ship. We definitely had the time and the crafting skill to do so. Definitely an error on my part. We just really need purple characters. I was kind of hoping that we were going to be able to get the male purple classes going a bit faster than we have. We haven't gotten a lot of male children this game. Okay, thieves again. That's very annoying. I feel like that event could stop happening. It would be okay. Is the game actually going to stop me from comically over-preparing for the quest? Yo, we are not getting involved with that Kraken right now. I am not ready for a Kraken. I think we can actually keep scaling intelligence on her. I don't remember exactly what the intelligence attack jewelry was made out of. But honestly, we have quite a few people who would benefit from it. Ooh, that's a difficulty 3 group of goblins. That might actually be a really good move for us. We probably don't want to get right in the water on top of them, or out of the water on top of them. Let's do it like over here. And also camp so that we can start to recover a little bit of sanity. How long has the wind been blowing? Also, why does the wind make you lose sanity? I'm not 100% clear on that. Okay, with these guys only being difficulty 3 purple, we might actually be able to get through this. Okay, apparently our faction loyalty was already positive with them, so it might be the case that they're unwilling to attack us. We might not have to worry too much about the goblin patrols. Nice of the wind to finally stop. Another elven settlement, okay. About to set up camp, a group of goblin travelers approaches asking for shelter. It's a shame we no longer have a goblin to make friends with them. I think we're still in the market to be friendly. Alright, we get some weed and some spirits. They left us some to make edibles with, which is, you know, it's just very nice of them. I feel like we've been all cursed up for a pretty long time now, and we have not yet seen the witch's hut, not in quite some time. Also, it feels like we've had no vision range for a really long time now. Was it night and then night again immediately afterward or something? Don't work on this, you'll never get that done. Forgot we gotta have the... We keep having to manually pull people back over to the thing that they obviously should be doing. Although there, it actually probably would be faster to just unclick them all from the one thing and then... You know, I could have sped that up very slightly. My point is, it's silly that I have to do it. Okay, so that's queued up there. And that's... We're almost there. Man, it would be really nice if we could see. How are we doing on stats and stuff? Yellow and purple health is still all screwed up. Okay, every single... What is going on here? Did we accidentally come to the Elf Island? This is the purple island, but it feels very different this game than it has in previous games. I mean, first of all, it's, for some reason, the Elf Island. It's a strange thing for the Goblin Island to be. Yeah, okay. Those are all reasonable rates of gathering. So this will get us to just about 8 points when this one is finished being researched. Or sorry, when the one we're working on now is finished being researched. So we're actually pretty much good. We could just go home. Now there's another one queued up. The free research points from the school are going to push us over into 9. Ooh, Leshy, okay. I think this is an alright time to get back in the water. Below you see the remains of a quarry. Okay, we've only ever... I think the only results we've ever seen from this quest are, like, you get attacked by rock trolls or you get a bunch of stone for free, and I don't actually want a bunch of stone. I have no use for it. I mean, we'll look around a little bit, because it would be nice to get more advancement if we could get it easily. For example, right here, this looks alright. Stop right there. Bring home some coal. It's way more important than fish. Ooh, maybe we will not be bringing home any coal. Never mind. Yeah, stupid winter gathering penalty. You can see people walking around over in the corner of the screen. We found some goblin ruins. Oh cool, they were filled with garbage. Let's remember to recycle. Alright, well this has been super lucrative. So if we could get to 12 points, and maybe this is pushing it, we could get maybe a couple of weapon types, and also armor, and also jewelry. You're ambushed by bandits. Okay, we can just negotiate with them. They might have cool stuff. They do have a cat. I think we'll take that cat. You know what? I don't have a... Well, we have okay trade value. We can probably make that work. This is useless, but we'll take all of the meat, and all of the herbs, and all of the coal. And then... These weapons are of very low quality. Alright, 758. Good news. We have a bunch of garbage in our inventory that was forced upon us. We can afford to part with here. Do we want to just get in the water? I guess we can look up here a little bit. We just got to make sure that we move in such a way that we can jump in the water at a moment's notice, because hostiles. Just leshy everywhere, man. Yeah, we definitely want to pick up weakness. And then probably care an awful lot about his wisdom for a while. So this is a frustrating set of events here. I feel like we have had over and over and over again just vision reduction after vision reduction after vision reduction. I really do wish there was some way to mitigate some of these. I don't know, maybe we could invent goggles or torches. It does seem like, at the very least, the vision reduction from nighttime should be a thing that you can put some effort into and negate. Alright. Do I think we could safely pull this terrain artifact? Probably not. We can just bail. That's fine. Oh, the strange storm. Yep. We might be able to call out to it. We're not at full yellow health on Bruisebearer, but that probably doesn't matter. She probably doesn't get involved. We would be victorious in the red challenge. We should just take the easy red challenge. It took too long. Your boat hit some of the rocks. You lose some equipment and get some bruises. Wow, really? 5 diamonds. That's awesome. And we just get some scaled jewelry to replace it, which is not really that good. Okay, I was going to say, I thought we still had terrain stuff coming. We must have pulled them out of the ground too slowly. So yeah, we're going to be at 10.5 points, plus whatever we can pull on our way past. Do I want to even... Yeah, I kind of do. Let's go do this quest before we leave. Oh, we should definitely take Master Healer. And then Voyamil doesn't super need either of these yellow stats. I think we'll just take the wits. Camp here and try to get a little bit of extra regen. It has been made extremely clear to me that we are not welcome here. Alright, you find the cave where you were told to look for the shaman who can give you the sleeping potion. Let's just ask for the potion. Well there, step on there, face the spirits, feed my ball, and the potion is yours. I don't know if we can feed the ball. Difficulty 4 purple challenge, and Voyamil, who's very important in these purple challenges, is not at full health. We need to make books. We need to, like, we have characters who should be able to participate in challenges more effectively. We're just like totally desperate for books. I think I'm gonna refuse and leave. Yeah, we'll just take an early exit from that quest. Alright, do we want to swing down and grab the one... Where is it? It's like... it's way down here, though. Kind of want to go get it. It's very out of the way. But what about on the beginning island? Looks like we actually have a lot of unexplored territory along the northern edge. Let's head down that way. We'll just see if we can scoop up another terrain artifact or two as we pass. And then we'll make some really excellent materials. Oh, right, we are low on food. Well, we don't actually see a lot of gatherable food. There's fish, but they're not close enough to the coast. I'm still gonna come over here, and we could trade. That's certainly a way of gathering food. And we should not have to be afraid of any challenge that we might meet here on Beginner Island. Alright, really bad gathering rate, but we're pretty... Really? Yeah, and we don't have any gathering tools that we can throw on that. Intelligence doesn't help with gathering. Well, that really sucks. Alright, let's just have a talk with the scavengers. We have some rep with them. They do not have a lot for us. Yeah, and I mean, to no surprise, their gear is mostly total garbage. A crow, I guess, would be okay to have. I don't know, it's pretty easy for us to generate value off of the garbage that we pick up. I was definitely hoping to find more, food. Do we want to just mess with these guys? Yeah, stay cautious, but speak to them. Okay, no, they still consider us enemies. Well, let's drive them off. I don't know how we're taking damage on that. Okay, there we go. 21 more food. We're not that far from being friendly with the scavengers. Maybe we should hang out and do that real quick, and just get a recruit from them. Not totally ideal. This is just barely over 1 turn of food. I guess we can stay put and gather one more time. We'll probably get attacked by the wildlife, and when we kill that, we'll get even more food. Okay, not a huge amount, but some. We really just need to find more fish. I can't remember, what is Bruisebearer using as a weapon? Okay, Bruisebearer is the one with the big hammer. Well, the strength would seem to be the right call. Yeah, you know what? We don't need more generic people all that badly. Let's go ahead and intimidate here. Again, get paid. Ooh, and research material. Yeah, this is probably the fast way to do this. Except you have to actually click in the right boxes. Okay, unfortunately we have no option but to fight them when they come at us like this. Alright, it is about damn time. I don't know what has been keeping this old witch. What do we want to give to her? I guess we can just give her wood. We have a lot of different types of wood, and we really don't need very much of this stuff. Oh, right, I'm doing multiple removals. I was like, why is it so expensive? This, and one of these. Okay. Yeah, that did need to happen. We could bribe them, but I don't have that much food on me. We'll just talk our way out of it. Back to 0 at least. Okay, points of gathering. Nimilla might not need more wits, but she wasn't really offered a second choice. Okay, let's do this. We could definitely potentially pull some food out of this. Okay, great. And we found some... alright. It's certainly armor. No one could argue and tell you that it is not. Well, I'll say this. It has been, as you across the woodland, you come across some wild piglets. Sure, let's go in closer and try to capture some pigs. Perhaps we could have some friends. Nope. The piglets ran off, but we did kill a whole bunch of boars, and then we ate them. I feel like this is maybe too many encounters for a single turn. Like I said, they really, really want Voyamel to take out Maneuver. There must not be very many skills associated with being the class that he is. You should definitely take the Intelligence. Magellan is not really a strength rat, but I guess for wearing better armor, we're going to need that. Okay, we cannot yet talk to the village. I guess it's probably better for us to get in the water on this side, in case we don't find anything valuable down here. You can see the Lightbringers on the main island have also gotten pretty tough. I mean, we have been screwing around for a while. It's actually pretty late in the game at this point. We absolutely could have won like a whole lot sooner. I just like building towns. Okay, let's go ahead and go back home. I think we've done some reasonable work here. So we'll be able to make it to 12 advancement points. What this might be is one type of weapon, armor, jewelry, and then also a material, something to craft our tier 2 and 3 stuff into to make even better books and armor. I really do feel like we need another weapon available. Like we could do books and axes or something. And we are a little short on advancement points for that. But we probably should come back home and like at least refresh here, figure out a new merge our inventory, get a new set of gear. Did I come in? I came in close enough to this that I probably could have gotten that instead of sailing north. Do I want to grab a bunch of coal on the way back? We could go up on land. You know what? Let's just get home, because those Lightbringers are actually very close to the village, and we may have to deal with them. It looks like they might be stuck in place, which would certainly be very helpful for us. Also, we could really use a whole bunch more fish. Yeah, we desperately need a real couple of purple weapons so that we can start burning down the Lightbringer spawners. Okay, so let's get in here and talk about options. I'm pretty married to the book thing. I think we should definitely build books. Because books can be intelligence-based as well. We have a lot of characters who would love to make use of some Ice Spike. And then it's probably armor and jewelry with the other points. And that leaves us with enough advancement points to buy a material upgrade, a material to refine into. Yeah, because I think we do really want those either weapon block jewelry or like the intelligence attack jewelry, or the jewelry gives us a lot of options. Books are really powerful, and then it's like, do we have the strength to wear heavy armor? I think we're kind of a medium armor crew. We have a lot of people who don't have a ton of strength. Yeah, you can make heavy armor out of lightish materials, and we do have access to both gem and bone. So yeah, maybe we do heavy armor. And actually, looking at it, we have a fair amount of strength, even on our, a fair amount of carrying capacity, even on our weaker people. Yeah, we could do heavy armor, I think. Kinda wish you could just click here and hit the button and have it unlock all the stuff in the tree earlier than that. It could traverse the path for me. Okay, so let's talk about materials and stuff. This is always the thing that the thing that takes forever, is me figuring out what exactly we actually want to build. So I can't remember for the books. Well, we'll come back to the books, because the book thing is a little complicated. So if we go for Dragon Bone, let's say Dragon Bone and Diamond, we could make some medium armor that's actually, or some heavy armor that's actually very light and extremely effective. Obviously, Diamond is pushing it. We can refine the topaz into it. Yeah, we did already buy Dragon Bone, so just buying Diamond, and then we could even, while we're doing the Diamond refining back home, we could do an expedition for Dragon Bone, make things happen a little bit faster. It's not terrible. I think that's the lightest combination of materials. I remember wood not being too bad. If we wanted to go for, say, ancient wood and Dragon Bone. Yeah, 193. The nice thing about that is that you get to use 7 more of your secondary materials, so you end up with a much higher value. Ancient wood's a little hard to come by. But yeah, we were going to refine the secondary material either way, right? If we went ancient wood in this slot too, we do get up to 34 shielding. Honestly, that's not bad. It is 223 pounds, though, which might be too much. Okay, let's have a look at the jewelry. Let's figure out what the essence for... Here we go. So we just need to have a lot of gem essence to make the hypnotic jewel happen. Well, obviously, we would love to go diamonds on that. Yeah, you get 2.0 scaling hypnotized. That's powerful. So that encourages us to refine stuff into diamonds anyway, which works pretty well here. But if we take the refining into diamonds advancement, then we're not going to be able to work with ancient wood. So we'd end up with, we'd end up doing this. 28 points of all-color armor is totally fine, I think. And extra purple health is also good. A lot of the most difficult challenges are purple. A lot of the most important difficult challenges, I should say, are purple. Okay, and then books. Is it also the case with books that the gems will give us what we want? Gems give you Fiery Gaze, which is not what we were looking for, although it is true damage that scales pretty well. And Drain Vigor is a useful skill. What is it that gives you access to light, well, there's chain... Ooh, there is Chain Lightning, so we have some people with some decent destiny. Chain Lightning, unfortunately not usable in yellow challenges, is still, like, broadly pretty good. And Unliving Archers, with effectiveness scaling off of intelligence. This is kind of an interesting book. Unfortunately, obviously, we have to get the leather from somewhere, and leather is the only material we don't currently have the ability to gather a high-level version of, so maybe this is not ideal. Wood gives us access to, well, Random Blast 3. And we could certainly make a much better book for our actual mysticism classes. But how about if we use some bone? Does bone get us what we're... No, I think we have too much wood essence here to really see. Yeah, that didn't help. So unfortunately, leather is really important in bookmaking. How do you get the books that let you produce that let you do Ice Spike? I can't remember. I mean, I like this a lot. Gem Essence lets you make this book, and we can't quite get to legendary status, unfortunately, even with Diamond. Which, I mean, pretty much completely takes this off the table, right? We're not going to be able to do a whole lot better than this. We'd have to either be doing a double refine from Topaz to the thing above Diamond, or we'd have to go get a whole lot of Diamond and then refine that once, and that also is going to cost us extra advancement. It's a lot of effort. It's a lot of effort for a book that's pretty good, but I just don't think we can do it. Well, that's okay. We have the jewelry thing, and the books are still really powerful. We have one person who can make great use of a book already. Actually, the book we have now has Ice Spike in it. So what is it? It's made out of wood and bone. All right, let's go fiddle with... Keep clicking out of the menus when I don't mean to. Wood and bone. So if we were to say... All right, that's not even the right item. There we go. If we were to say just normal wood and bone. Okay. The basic version of the book does that. So if we turn up the amount of wood and bone... Okay, the wood essence has to be dominant, it looks like. If we do it like this... There we go. So does it actually have to be... Does it have to have bone in it? Or is it just that wood essence has to be dominant? Okay, it doesn't matter what the other thing is. It just has to have wood as the dominant essence. And I mean, like, Ice Spike scaling at 2.5 is pretty nuts. This is a 4 advancement point thing that we don't currently have the ability to craft either of these. Still, Ice Spike scaling at 2.5 and also doing a slowdown effect is really powerful. And it's usable in red challenges. This would make us way better at red challenges by allowing us to have actual backline, functional backline offense. The Hypnotic Gem is only usable in yellows, right? Yeah, so we don't really need that so much. It does have a splash, which is definitely useful. But maybe we build a bunch of... We just make the second half of it out of anything. I guess Dragon Bone would be the easiest thing to get because we already have the recipe for it. Yeah. This would make us really good in both yellow and red challenges. And then we also have some people who are actually good at fighting. And we could just pursue Turmoil. Thus far, I think we have pursued both Magic and Turmoil. Oh no, we chose Magic at the end of the Crow event, I believe. Well, whatever. We can use magic to murder people in red challenges. That's totally fine. Okay, I think this is the plan. We're going to make ourselves some ancient codices. We're going to make ourselves some good armor. So if we're talking about the wood... 193. Is 193 pounds a weight that we can afford to carry? I think Magellan... Oh, Magellan has just enough carry capacity. We could drop the fur jewelry for all of that extra protection. Yeah, that will totally work for us. Almost everybody could afford to carry that. In fact, maybe actually everybody. It'd be tough for Bretka. But yeah, she's really... Bretka and Kazimira are the only ones I'm really worried about. And we have a lighter suit of multicolored armor for one of them. We can totally make this work. And then our jewelry can just be damage block, which is totally fine. Or maybe even intelligence boost on some people, since we're getting such a good modifier. What does the damage boost jewelry look like? Can't even. Is it a thing we could choose with gem essence? Or the intelligence boost, rather? It is not. Alright, well, let's fiddle around with the essence types here. Mystical Sign is not what we're looking for. Certainly not a Gathering Jewel. I guess we have one of these already, don't we? Where is Magellan? He's wearing So that is made of leather and stone. I hope it doesn't have to be predominant leather essence. If it's a stone thing, we can make stone happen. Yeah, Bright Mind is leather essence. That's a real shame. We just don't have access to it. We could, I mean, we know where there is some. We could go get some. It looks like actually a 2-point increase in intelligence. Like it doesn't scale at all with the leather types that we're able to get. I guess I'm not entering another quantum of effectiveness. 2 points of intelligence and 2 points of wits is actually pretty great. Maybe that is what we want to do. Out of curiosity, if we put a higher level of leather in there, could we actually get that value up? Only very slightly. Like, the worst leather totally works. Yeah, and we can make the pure stone happen. We could very easily get a lot of basic leather from a quick gathering expedition, and then make some of these. It's really nice that that wits and intelligence are together, because it seems like with a couple of these things that are like boosting 2 stats, they're 2 different stats that you might use for different things, but every character uses wits, which makes the Bright Mind really powerful. Okay, well I think we've got a plan. We could try doing some one-handed scroll stuff, getting a couple more advancement points, leveling up our one-handed scrolls, and trying to find other options, but I think I'm pretty happy with what we're looking at here. So we need to spend some advancement points on wood. Right, hold on, sorry. I know, I'm very forgetful, but I'm terrified that I'm going to spend them on the wrong thing and then it's going to be a huge pain in the ass to fix it. Okay, yes, this is what we want. We want the ancient wood. It's pretty good, actually. Alright, so 2 advancement points on ancient wood, and then we have an awful lot of resource nonsense to get done. Basically just a lot of gathering. So we have to go pick up some coal, which we can totally do. We have to refine a whole lot of dark wood into a whole lot of ancient wood. We have to refine bloodbone into dragonbone, or we have to make a little dragonbone expedition. Where did we see dragonbone on this island? Is there actually there's not a ton that's really easy to get. There's not a ton that's a short trip, I mean. But we could go gather from over here or something. There are places where there is dragonbone and also it's not terribly dangerous, so we could even come over here and gather dragonbone and garbage leather at the same time. Yeah, you know what? This is not too hard to access, given the shape of the island. So that'll be what we do. We'll go and we'll do an expedition for the dragonbone. We're not going to worry about converting it all. We'll have to get some coal, but that'll limit the amount of coal that we need. So I'm going to call the episode here for today. I know we're a little bit under the hour, but I have probably a little bit of a spreadsheet to make here, and I don't think that you all want to watch that part. So come back next time, tomorrow. I will have figured out exactly what materials we want to get, and maybe have already gathered some. I'll do as many of the boring parts as possible. I'll probably try to actually record the expedition part, because, you know, sometimes interesting things happen, especially out on this weird elven version of the Goblin Island. So, yeah, tomorrow. We'll see you then.